Your friendly neighborhood YouTuber is rated PG-13. Parental advisory, explicit content. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey, what's up everyone? It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber. And I just took an amazing poop. Hey, what's up everyone? It's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, and here we are, back at it again with another action figure review. Today we got Red Vane. Look at Red Vane. From Mutant Earth, Stan Winston Creatures, guys. Here is the face of Red Vane, looking amazing. The body looks amazing. He's got some red gloves on him, or maybe bloody hands. I'm not really for sure. They look like, I don't know, man. It's hard to tell. We'll take a closer look at that. Of course, he comes with a base. He comes with these two awesome weapons right here. Comes with a trading card. Stan Winston Creatures. If you guys been watching my channel, you guys know I've reviewed two other figures from this wave. Horg and Crippler, which were two amazing, amazing figures. I really want to get all the series. Trek, Gallows, Moloch, definitely that Moloch. But Red Vane is one of the figures that I really, really wanted. So here's a little read-up on Mutant Earth. If you guys are not familiar with Mutant Earth, you can go ahead and pause and read that right there. I'm not going to get into the story. I'm not really too familiar with Red Vane, but I'm pretty sure there's a read-up on the card of Red Vane right here, so we'll do a little read-up on Red Vane. He is somewhat on perfect card, but it has become yellowed. So we're just going to go ahead and rip it off instead of trying to preserve the card. So, let's get through the ripping. The ripping and tearing. The tearing and ripping. Thank you, Internet. Thank you. So, we're just going to clip the twisty ties off of him. Make this quick and painless. Actually, if I take him out of there like that. Here's a trading card. The trading card. I love this comic piece right here. I might cut that out and then put that on my backboard. I like it. I like that so much that I'm willing to cut it out. So here is here's the origin. Origin Earth classification, mutant weapons, phaser pistols. Special skills, Dream Mind, the ability to amplify his enemies' fear and turn it against them. Legend, Red Vane is a mystery, a walking enigma. Rumor has it he has raised from the dead by an alien technology. Sightings of him are rare, usually at night, but chaos is always left in his wake. That's really cool. I really like the story of Red Vane. Raised by the dead through alien technology. Kind of like real life, right? That's just me scouring the deep dark corners of the internet. Because that's what I believe humanity is. We're pretty much walking dead, raised by aliens. Right? I mean, I don't want to get too deep into it. I don't want to give you guys my philosophical thoughts on humanity, but there was one of them. Alright, let's take out Red Vane. Red Vane. Oh, he's got another twisty tie right there that I missed with his chest. Right there. Let's set that free. Let's take out Red Vane. And what is going on here? Oh, he's got some more here at the thighs, or above the knees. So let's clip that out. So there's that. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I don't know. I can't. I don't know if these are red gloves or if this is blood right here at his hands. Maybe blood, being that his name is Red Vane. Maybe. Because as you guys can see, the dripping of blood right there on his arm. Splotches of blood on his arm. So, and it matches up with his hands. So obviously it has to be blood, I guess. Hence the name Red Vane. Interesting, guys. Interesting. I haven't seen a figure quite like this guy before. This right here is like a leather piece strapped onto his chest. Swivel right there. He's kind of got like a Terminator chest right here. So he's redesigned by aliens. So he's a dead guy in robotic form. RoboCop. i.e. RoboCop. Right there. There's the spinal cord right there. There's his brain. Look at his brain. Brain right there, and he's got like a steel mask, Jason mask over his head. Interesting, man, interesting. And if you're wondering, this is from 2001. So his legs do extend out this way. They can't Johnny Cage it. His knees do bend. I love his boots, man. That's how far his boots bend, right there. His arms do extend out. He does have a bend at the elbow, of course. He does have twist at the wrist, but being that this is an older figure, you got to be careful. You don't break it off, because I've broken many figures, and he's cracking, as you guys can hear. Very interesting. So here's the rest of his cape right here. It just kind of pegs on. This is a rubberized cape right here. I love the design right there. And it just kind of pegs. Does it peg on or it just sits on? Sits on his back. Okay, so it kind of pegs from the back and just kind of sits over his shoulder. Yeah, I like that they gave him a cape. Interesting. So that's what he looks like with the cape on. Very interesting, man. I don't really care how it pegs on there. It just kind of sits over his shoulders. It doesn't really peg in there, even though it does have a peg hole right here. But the peg doesn't really peg in there. It just kind of sits in that crevice. But it stays on there nonetheless. So, oh, and he does come with a mask right here too. I didn't even notice that. He does come with an oxygen mask. Excuse me. Right here. Interesting. Man, I hate when they put all this tape over it, dude. I understand why they do it, but I just hate when they do it. Interesting. So, let's see. So the mask would go over his face like so, but it doesn't really... Yeah, it just kind of sits over his face. Just kind of clamps over his face. Where this goes to, I have no idea. There is a little peg right there. I don't know what it pegs into, though. You think it would peg into right there, but it doesn't. Interesting. I don't know. I have to go to the... Let's go to the box for answers real quick. So yeah, it doesn't show him wearing the mask, as you guys can see. Alright, so yeah, he comes with a mask if you guys want to cover up the bottom half of his face. Let's take out his guns. And then stay tuned towards the end of the video, guys, where I'll break out the other Mutant Earth figures, and I'll do some comparisons with them as well. So So let's pop out these guns. And then let's pop out his base. Love these rectangular bases. They're very, very nicely done. Very hollow plastic, but yet it's very durable, strong base. And then he comes with these two like alien mechanical space machine guns. We'll put him in. We'll put the guns into his hands. Let's see how he looks holding these guns. Okay, he holds them very nicely. Actually, let's see. Yeah, probably holds it like that. Let's put this other gun in his hand. Okay. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Put the cape back on him. Interesting, guys. He's really, really interesting. So, let's pop... Let's see. Does he have a swivel? No. Let's pop him on his base like so. And he stands on his base as well because he's got some big, big peg holes, so he ain't going anywhere. Very interesting, guys. I like him, but I feel like they could have done a little bit more with this figure. I mean, I understand what they were going for. He's a mechanical zombie, essentially. So what more can you do? I do like it without the mask. But overall, he's very nicely detailed. Like I said, I feel like they could have done more with him. He's just kind of like, has like a bland color. Like a zombie, grayish, dead skin, and mechanical silver parts. Because I don't know what else they could have done with this figure. I feel like they could have done more, but of course I'm not a toy designer, so I can't tell you what they could have done more with it. But overall, I like the look, I like the style. He'll definitely grow on me. He's definitely unique because he doesn't look like anything I have in my collection, man. You know, with that being said, let's do some comparisons with some other Mutant Earth figures. But before we do that, let's break out some comparisons with some last figures that I reviewed. So here is, I already forgot his name. Stitches! Stitches! Speaking of dead, there's Stitches. Here's Toxin. Marvel Legends Toxin. Both creepy, cool figures. Really, really like them, but as you guys can see, he doesn't really fit into that format or that context. So let's break out some other Mutant Earth figures, and let's see how well they go with this guy. Okay, so in the proper context, you guys can see how well he goes together with Crippler and Horg. So, yeah, he goes amazing, dude, because he fits right into their whole scheme of things. And the square bases too. They both, all three of them come with square bases, and they all look really, really done. They're all done nicely, man. I love these two figures right here. This Red Vane, I actually thought I would like a little bit more than these two figs right here, but I do like him. I think he'll definitely grow. He'll have to grow on me. I do like the concept of Red Vane. He's an interesting character, man. He's an interesting figure, to say the least. He's definitely growing on me. He's definitely growing on me. I do like him. But compared to Crippler and Horg, I mean, he's awesome, but he's not that awesome compared to these two guys right here. So if you guys didn't see a review of these guys, check them out. They're in my Stan Winston horror playlist on my channel if you guys are interested. Well, my Stan Winston. They're both on my Stan Winston playlist and my horror playlist. Same thing with Horg right here. Horg and Red Vane. So let's do a little measurement on Red Vane. I'll give you guys my rating. I'm going to make this quick. So Red Vane stands at about 7 3/4. On his base, he's at... Oh, wait. No, wait a minute, I'm lying here. No, he stands, yeah, 7 3/4 on his base. He's a little bit at 8 1/4. So essentially the base adds like an inch, over an inch or so. Listen, guys, he's a nice figure. I do like the details. I do like the concept of red base. Or red base, red vein. Red base. Overall, he's a nice display piece, man. Is he as nice as Horg and Crippler back here? No. But he is a pretty awesome piece, man. I have to give it up to Stan Winston, man. I do like the overall look, the concept. I do like these boots. I like how the boots are different, too. See the style? One is laced and one is not. And then going up to his legs, one is, like, has a different shield for his shin, or armor for his shin. This one's different. The legs are different. Everything about him is different, dude. So I like how they did that. Okay, guys, let me give you my rating, man. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, you know, I'm gonna give him a solid 7. It's a 7 out of 10. If you guys want to see the ratings I gave these two guys, like I said, check out my playlist. Their ratings were a little bit higher than this guy. But a 7 out of 10 is not bad. I do like the overall theme. I do like the story. I do like the coloring and the mechanical look of Red Vane. I like the zombie look he has. I do like the face mask. The guns are done very nicely. The base is done very nicely. Everything about him is done very nicely, man. Like I said, I feel like they could have done more because the colors are just kind of bland. I do like the brain right here and his skull right here, the back of his head. So everything about him is really, really nicely. And I like this piece right here. It's rubberized, covering up his chest. But when you're covering up his chest, you're covering up all that awesomeness right there, man. Like the inside of his mechanical stomach, abdomen, and his chest, and all this like stretched skin right here, the mechanical like Frankenstein look you're covering up. So that's one thing that sucks about this piece right here. This rubberized piece right here covering up all that detail on his chest. So that's one thing that kind of sucks about this figure. I wish he would have had like a cape, kind of like this right here, that went over his shoulder, so it wouldn't cover up all this amazing detail on his chest and his stomach area. And that's one thing that sucks about this rubberized piece, is that it's not cloth and you can't throw it over his shoulder. I mean, you could remove it if you wanted to. He probably would look more badass if you removed it, but it just kind of sits there, you know what I mean? And it's not, you can't unpeg it. It's glued to his chest right here. So I do like what they were going for, because the fabric matches his cape in the back right here. But overall, he's a nice piece, man. I definitely do recommend this figure. He's definitely a 7 out of 10. I do like all these Mutant Earth figures that I've reviewed so far. And I definitely do believe he's a pickup, guys, if you like cool, creepy, horror-related stuff. I think you guys will like Red Vane. Alright, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. We'll go ahead and leave it at that. Tell me what you guys think of Red Vane. Do you guys own any of these Stan Winston figures? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. We'll go ahead and leave it at that. I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next review. Peace out!